Doesn't matter how hard the job is, we suck it up and get it done. No matter how dirty our hands have to get, we suck it up and get it done. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up.
Suck it up and get it done with suckitup.co.nz.
Kelvin Dunlop back again. I see Wayne Tippett and Wayne Aiken. Yeah, Wayne Tippett. So I was talking to him earlier this morning. When I travelled around the country, well, it was only the second time I've ever played in these. This particular tournament, but I at North Islands and at Nationals, I've got a bag of pennies, and I quite often I gave Wayne Tippett one today, and he said, "Oh, I haven't seen one of those for years." They're quite a good talking point in some ways. Steve Denton was in here with me earlier on. He's got a battle on his hands. A lot of these players I don't know. Like I said, I've only been playing in this tournament for 2 years, and especially in the South Island, a lot of the players I don't know their names and that, but and I don't know who Steve's playing at the moment, but they're having a great battle over there. I've got a guy from New Plymouth with me at the moment, Pat Duffy. A lot of you North Islanders might know him from, he's played in only a couple of North Islands, I think, and a national one. He played in the Nationals last year. He was my partner. I don't know how we qualified because he had to carry me all the way through it, and we ended up playing Phil and Phil Wilkinson and Daniel, and we got tipped over. But you enjoyed it, didn't you, Pat?
Yeah, no, it was good fun there, Kelvin. Just qualifying for me was a bit of a milestone, so I was pretty happy with that.
Well, what happened this week then? Why didn't you qualify again?
Yeah, well, one of our teammates managed to get through with 2 wins. Unfortunately, 2 wins for me just wasn't enough this time either, so yeah, I'm getting quite used to that, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a lot of fun, isn't it? You know, you like I said, you've only, how long, what have you been playing in our club for? A year and a half, 2 years, something like that?
Oh, maybe a fraction over 2. Last year's North Islands was my first ever tournament. Totally loved it, and I thought, man, what I've been missing over all these years, and much to my wife's displeasure, I've signed up for many a tournament since.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, he's pretty consistent, old Wayne. He reads the table fairly well.
Well, I suppose the organisers might be pleased I'm here as well, Kelvin, to keep an eye on you after your misbehaviours from the other day.
I think. Well, no one told me the mics were on. I wasn't even commentating. I was hoping no one would bring that up.
Oh, I couldn't help myself.
I thought it was quite funny last year. For those that don't know, Pat's in a police force in New Plymouth, and when I walked into the hall with him at the Mount last year in the Nationals, Gary Simpson straight away said the only way Kelvin can get to these tournaments is under police escort, which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah, and everyone seems to have picked it up everywhere we go. Yeah, we get the same comment.
Well, you go across the table there, Pat, wouldn't you, on the 4?
Yeah, piece of cake. No, that was good. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, that one.
Yeah, he's given him a fairly straight poke to the centre. That's the only problem with that shot, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's well set up for the rest, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I don't know whether he tried for that or not.
Looked like one of my shots. Yeah.
Well, he's got to clean this up now. Go for it. Yeah, doing it off a rail, he got good position on the next one. About there. Two 0 to Wayne. I've been making some inquiries. I was talking to Jojo last night, and she said that Adam may get his elbow operated on last night, but sounds like it wasn't done last night. So I hope they can do it today, because you don't want it healing again. I said to someone over the years, I sort of taught him how to play pool a little bit, and looks like I've got to teach him how to do dance tricks on a dance floor next.
Speedy recovery to Adam there, hopefully. So yeah.
Yeah, we was damn lucky it was his left arm in some ways. Otherwise, he mightn't have been able to defend his title, national title, in 2 or 3 months' time. Whether the left arm will affect him or not, I don't know.
You probably play fairly well with the one arm, I reckon, that guy.
Yeah, well, I can remember probably 7 years ago, he played someone in our New Plymouth club, and he had his left leg over the cue playing one-handed and beat this person. So I don't know whether it will affect him much. Wasn't expecting him to miss that shot, but anyway.
Fairly sure he wasn't expecting that either.
No. Won't be happy with that. What would you do there, Pat? Put 9 on the 15?
There's not much else available, is there? Yeah. Well called.
I know you and the other ones from New Plymouth, you all went to the Richmond Club last night. Quite impressive, was it?
Oh, totally impressive. It's very flash, very spacious, roomy, warm, lovely atmosphere. And a big shout out to the cooks there. They know how to cook food. Unfortunately for us, we had too much of it. It was a brilliant meal, brilliant dessert. I'd rave about it all day, for anyone that was listening. Fantastic night out.
Well, he had no choice but to punch it a bit. Bit of lack of concentration there, perhaps. Didn't look like it was bad cueing, he just... Yeah, Wayne's got a good chance here. He's got to get on that 4, but apart from that, it looks pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I think you can see that 7 just.
Even Pat Duffy would probably clean up here. Oops.
Guess the difference is he'd sink them, I might not.
Oh, well, he's got a
He's
good
a good
angle
chance now, yeah.
angle here to do something with that. Move the 10 or the 4. He's got to play it with a bit of bottom left, bit of bottom right, I mean. Oh, but unlucky. Oh, you can still see an edge of it, I think. Yeah. Could have been a lot worse.
Come back nice for the 8 off that if it's...
Yeah, hard to hold it though, cutting it that fine. Like. He was always going to lose the white a bit with that angle.
Oh!
Yeah, well, you wouldn't expect that to go in there on that angle. That was damn unlucky.
Probably just how I would have played that. It's the same outcome.
In
same bit of bad luck.
Qualifying the other day, I had 3 and offs in one frame, which is about normal.
It was a sight to behold. Not something you see very often.
Yeah, it's a frustrating game when something like that happens. Mind you, I thought he would have potted the black and then gone and off. How did the north-south go last night, do you know?
South one.
South one. How many players did they have?
There was a full team. They were both
How many?
I don't know.
What, 12 on each side?
Something like that. I think it was 16 because they.
15 on each
Because I
side?
think they had 4. Yeah, I think it's 4 pairs and 8 singles.
Oh, yeah. Apparently the south was too good for the north last night. I don't know what the score was or anything, but
It's often the way though, isn't it? So I hear.
yeah.
All the mainlanders will be pretty happy with that.
If he plays it right, that 15, it's hard to tell on the screen at times, but that 15 you could squeeze it through that gap, I'm quite sure, and end up quite good on it with a little bit of luck.
Yeah, on that shot though it looks a bit tight.
Yeah, it looks different. The gentleman beside me just changed the angle of the screen and it looks altogether different from that angle, doesn't it? Yeah.
Not user friendly, that one.
I think he'll still play it. Oh, he's going to hop Wadi.
Oh.
One more roll. Yeah. What's he going to put it off the 4? Oh no, into the corner. Thought he might have been doubling it back for the inside the 4. Yeah, that was a good
Beautiful
shot.
cut.
Good positional shot. Have I said anything about the penny?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I get shit from my mates. Oh, you. Good try. He tried to move it. Don't know whether it's time for the double. Might have to treble it. No, or play it gently. Didn't really want to give him a free ball though.
Cover the 8.
No, well he's not
Covered
going
the
to
8
take
quite
it on.
nicely, so
Mm.
2 onto the 4. Ooh.
Doesn't want to give him a free ball either. Doesn't want to give Wayne one. Oops.
Ooh.
What do you do there? Put the black onto your own ball, but make sure the black's not on? No? Hmm. Yeah, he had to cut it a lot finer and not run into those. Probably a bit unlucky, but
Not an easy 8 for me, but I'm sure this guy might have it worked out. There
yeah.
you go.
You learnt something, Pat Duffy.
Hmm.
Ooh,
That'll
it
hurt.
was a pretty easy shot into the centre. Mind you, it's quite easy sitting here. We haven't lost a game for years, have we, Pat, sitting here watching them?
Yeah, we call all the right shots.
Yeah, I think I don't like the centre pockets at all on the on cue or on other tables either, but I think I'd have cut it into the centre there. It was, and the other thing was, it wouldn't have left him a straight poke on his last ball.
Yeah, these tables for the centre pocket down here seem to be a bit more generous than our ones back home.
They're entirely the same table, but they're definitely more generous, aren't they?
In the centre pocket, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a bit of a different cut to them to our ones in New Plymouth. I can remember playing on a pot black in our club, I don't know how many years ago. Harry Hying has actually got a photo of it with me standing beside the table. I broke and 2 balls got jammed in the right hand pocket, and the top of the balls, almost the top of the balls, were flush with the table. That's how far down the hole they were. Well, I've tried it with our on-cue tables, and there's no way on the planet you can push two beside each other. There's no way you could do that.
The tables at home.
Yeah, but these were years ago on the pot black tables.
Right.
And the only other one I've ever heard of doing that off the break is Healy White. He reckoned he did it one time, had a break and two jammed in the hole.
I believe four of the tables that were in the hall here were the ones that, four of them were the ones Daryl took up to you guys for the North Island.
Right.
Because he borrowed them from Cashmere for.
You can see he brought up 8 tables for us up to and 4 from here.
You haven't got any results coming through?
No.
I see Steve Gibbons. Is that 11?
Could be the 15, I think. I'm not sure.
I think it's 11, huh? Or was it 15?
Yeah, it might be the washout of the colours, maybe.
Well, these two balls look pretty basic, but it's getting back to his last one by the black there. Could be a problem. Oh no, he's got good angle. Maybe he had to put it into the centre right. Gets it right. That's a bit different. Oh, he could have played that a lot finer than what he did and been on a better angle. Got to be said for jump shots, isn't there, in a situation like that, being allowed to jump over it.
A near miss.
You wouldn't want to miss this because that one's on past the black. Not on from that angle, but should be able to sneak it over the hole and cover that too, off the side rail. Oh, left the gate open.
Below there,
Just a bit heavy. You've got to move that big one with the 2 after this shot, I'd say. Be silly to leave the ball there. Cut it as fine as you can and move that. The one looks like it is on. Still got a problem with the 6 if he gets it.
Yeah, it won't go past the that last over. Oh, well done.
Yeah,
Ooh,
bit unlucky.
Bit unlucky, yeah.
Face double, would you? Face double and try and get the white right up the other end. Give him a long shot on the 11. If it's the 11. Oh, double kiss. Oh. Well, you got the white right down the other end, didn't you?
Yeah, looked like the 6 was tracking for that hole too.
Yeah, I think it would have gone if it hadn't double kiss, wouldn't it?
Yeah, bad luck.
This certainly isn't a gimme. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
sure.
well played. Yeah, Weymouth's a bit unlucky there. He played a good shot off that one to get on the 6 and almost got there, and then the double kiss on the double, face double.
Well, I guess my money's on Wayne to win the next one.
Pat and I and a few others are coming back to this club for the Nationals. What are they, in the start of October, is it? 12th of October or something, is it?
About the 8th of October, I
8th
think
of
it is.
October. We've got quite a few new Plymouth players coming down here for that again, and yeah. If he plays this right, doesn't get out of position, he's got a good chance to clean this up. Nice little kiss on that ball to put the two of them together, if he does miss.
Good chance to move.
Yeah, well, he'll be playing it with a bit of bottom left, I would think.
Yeah, well done.
Ooh,
Not too bad.
not bad. He'll suck back off it, surely. Yeah, he's got a straight poke, more or less, on that one near the hole, hasn't he? That's how you would have played it, Pat, wouldn't you? No, that's exactly how you would have played it.
It probably would have hit the jaw and squirted out somewhere and left a free ball beyond the 12. Yeah, no, my luck.
Well, that surprised me a bit. Surprised me a lot with the balls the way they were. I thought he might have tried to clean it there.
Certainly giving himself a good chance for a free ball next.
Yeah, what do you take though?
Yeah.
Even though he's got a free ball. Might as well take the object ball, the 12, pot it, nominate the black as a freebie.
There's no point taking the 8 because the 7's on the spot.
Well, I
already,
don't know whether you
so,
can even pot it with the 4 there.
hard to tell on this TV.
Looks like he's taking the 1, is it?
Yeah, work his way down for the 12, no problem there.
Oh, he's just going to go for shorter.
No.
Didn't like that shot at all. Obviously he didn't like it. What's that?
Who let Dunlop into the comedy box?
I can't read the screen very well, the other one, but I see there's a comment there from whoever Ha-Ha's, who let Dunlop into the commentary box, from Ha-Ha.
Your real name. Yeah, your real name.
Probably
we explained before he's under police supervision on trying to keep him under control. It's a hard job, but someone's got to do it.
it's probably that Ryan King again. He put a comment in there before to get me out of here. I just hope Ryan King makes it to 74 so he can commentate when he's 74. I'm surprised he's not like Adam and injured himself on a dance floor occasionally. I saw him at Des Wilcox's wedding and he was performing like a trained seal. Well, I think I'd have been inclined to play that a bit slower in case it went foul. At least you covered the hole. Well played. Well, Wayne's got some work to do now. I do apologise to you viewers out there for the time between games. I went and had a talk to the lady running the tournament, and yeah, they like to put all the section on at one time, which is a shame in some ways, because for the viewers back home it'd be good if someone, once a game finishes, you get another one straight on. It's yeah, I don't know what we were like for the North Islands or the Junior Nationals, but we seem to have games going on constantly, didn't we, Pat? Once the game came up, there was another one went on more or less straight away, and a lot of viewers, they want to watch something. It doesn't have to be a top match, I don't feel.
Yeah, I guess they were just waiting on a couple of other results before they could put another TV camera game on.
Oh, they do their best in these tournaments, and it's certainly a lot better than it was a few years ago with the viewing on the screen and that, isn't it? Some of them, I think it was Upper Hutt there, it was quite blurry and hard to see on your TVs. What's that say? I can't read it.
No, that's why I said Pat.
Saying Wayne A was playing a lot during COVID. He can easily do multiple clearances. He could easily win.
What does it say?
Wayne A played a lot of online in COVID.
Oh.
And although I've not seen him over 12 months online, but can easily do multiple clearances, he could easily win.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you missed that shot, but we all do it. I don't know what it is.
Some of us more often than others.
Well, you see. Last year I was watching one at the Crucible game of snooker, and one of the players, he had a brown probably a foot from the hole, and the white was about a foot from the brown ball, absolute straight poke, and he didn't even jaw it. It didn't even hit the jaw. And you know, these are the best snooker players in the world.
Great shot. Bad luck with the position.
What's that?
Oh, great shot. Just bad luck with it. Come with the white. Not too shabby.
No, it ended up pretty well, didn't it? Left him a long shot. What's that say? Okay.
Lee Aldridge just saying known as Mossy. Agreed, Lee. Nice guy too, from Daniel Cole. Unusual, someone agreeing with Lee.
Mr. Gutwell.
He's that Lee Hildred. I don't like Mr. Aiken's next shot. Did that hit?
It did touch the 5, yeah.
Well, I think he's got to go for it here.
Just
That 5's on
just
past
move that
the...
5 out
Yeah,
long
no, I think
enough.
the 5's on. He's
It
looking at it
will
now,
be.
but if he gets the right angle, he can squeeze it. Oh, it's a bit awkward, that 7, isn't it? Going to play it now, is he?
Yeah.
Didn't play it for the 1 then, so he must be going to play it now.
Bring the 7 and 8 out, perhaps. Ooh.
Well, I think Wayne Tippett has been a bit lucky with that shot. What do you do there, Pat? You take the 7 as a free ball and double it and move that 11 over the hole, and if you get the 7 you carry on.
It's not a bad free ball, but
Oh, he's heading for shorter, is he? Use the 1 as a free ball and put it on the rail up the top. Leave him a long shot. Could have hit it a little bit harder, but anyway. He may take this on. Probably will. No. Don't know whether that was a good idea, putting the 7 on the rail. Oh, I know what Pat Duffy would do here. He'd go across the table on the 7. Only way to play it.
yeah, leaves it safe. Can't get that 11 off there. Oh, well played. I thought he was going to drop it then, but no,
He didn't want it to drop, did he?
definitely not, no.
Ooh, that wasn't very close. Bit unlucky. No, not a bit unlucky, very unlucky. Can he swerve round it? Looks like it.
Looks like he's playing a swerve, yeah. Ooh.
Oh, can he see an edge of the 7? If he can't, I'd be making him play again. I think he can see enough of it. Yeah, black.
He can get good
Gotta
position
take
off
the
the
black.
black, so
Yeah, go for it.
yeah.
If he couldn't see that 7, I'd be making him play again, I think. Oh, you did that with the last black. Mind you, the last one was a little bit harder than that one. Well, he's got a good double here, and he's got to try and get his white on the rail where he is now. Somewhere around where he is now. Oh, well played.
Good shot.
But lucky to survive that one. Well, I've just got some results coming up on the screen beside me. Steve Deaton must have won his last one.
This is the last 16 matchups.
Oh, yeah. Avon Placid, is it? He's playing him. Brent Wells is playing Charlie Schooner. Joe Easthope, Dean Garnett. Bill Earl is versus Peter de Groot. Paul Blackler against the little fella called Jack Lemon. Jason Martin, Craig Stymax. And who's Phil playing, do you know?
It's still waiting for
They're still waiting for one result to come through to see who Phil Wilkinson's playing. Oh, yeah, it's 4-3, isn't it?
Yeah. Looks like Jack's up on table 15, no, 12, table 12 by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised he took that shot on. I presume it was on past the 5. It looked like it was. Just see if there's anything comes up there occasionally. I can't read.
Yeah, looking very silver fox out there, Mr. Aitken. Go club black.
Yeah, I think he's got to play that line, get it over the hole if he misses. He's playing it with weight, obviously. Nothing easy here. Yeah, good shot.
Good way.
Yeah, that's a lot better than potting it. Well, it should be all over. Funny things happen at times in this game. At least you're not snookered this time. Where's he going to put the black? Top left, Pat?
He's got 4 corners to shoot at, and maybe a centre, but Well,
Got to be the top left.
it has to be now.
Yeah, I think that's what he was playing for, but he wanted to be straighter onto it. Didn't even risk it. Don't know whether that was a good shot with a 4 over the hole, and he could clean up the spoil the way he pots.
Ooh. Must have been close to kissing that 6 into the centre.
Wayne could regret that shot on the black. That just changed the game around. He was trying to get onto the 3, obviously. Or was it the 5? That's 5. 3 down the far end, is it?
3 on the bottom. Looks like a 7 near the 8 there. Yeah, nice all the way back for that.
Yeah,
shot.
well played. Oh, hinges on this one shot. He's missed.
Well.
Oh, he covered the centre though. He's got to go the other way now. Either the fine cut to the far right or the double. I think I'll be cutting and trying to get my white right on this top rail. Oh
And
no.
Oh dear.
Oh,
And,
don't believe that.
And there's the first of the quarter done and dusted. Mr. Aiken goes through to the quarterfinals. Well done.
It doesn't matter how hard the job is, we suck it up and get it done. No matter how dirty our hands have to get, we suck it up and get it done. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Oh, for suck's sake, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Oh, for suck's sake, suck it up.
Suck it up and get it done with suckitup.co.nz.
It doesn't matter how hard the job is, we suck it up and get it done. No matter how dirty our hands have to get, we suck it up and get it done. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up.
Suck it up and get it done with suckitup.co.nz.
On table 13, please. On the live streaming table, table 15, sponsored by Suck It Up. Steve Denton, Windy, Breedwell City Club, table 15, please, live streaming.
It doesn't matter how hard the job is, we suck it up and get it done. No matter how dirty our hands have to get, we suck it up and get
up and get it done with suckitup.co.nz.
Well, you.
And we're live. Commentary. I'm Sam Hopkinson, and next to me I've got Kevin Dunlop.
Is that right, Chris?
Right, 1-0 to Steve-O, but Brent's on the good set here. I won't ask you how your day was because you've just told me about it.
Yeah, we'll forget about that one. We'll just hope I go a bit better when I come down for the Nationals. I need a lot of practice between now and then.
Oh, you'll be able to practice with your old young fella Adam, won't you? Oh.
Yeah, someone said you taught him how to play pool. Now you're going to have to teach him to do moves on the dance floor a bit better.
Sounds a bit serious. Sounds like he might be out for a while.
Yeah, he was obviously dead sober when it happened.
Oh, absolutely. Brent's got a bit of a slight problem ball there.
What's the comments? I can't read it.
Tell him.
Kevin Jordan, tell Kelvin to put his teeth in.
Cheeky buggers, aren't they?
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Cook got the second to last one out for me with a set of pliers.
Ooh, ran into the black there.
Is it on for the far right?
Don't think
Past
so.
the three?
No,
Don't think so?
no. I actually don't know what he's doing. Double it to the top right hand corner? I don't know. Bit of trouble here.
Well, that's what I was talking to you. Oh. Hopawati to the centre.
Yeah, that's not a bad option. Yep.
No, what's he going for?
Is he looking for the face cut? He might be able to just pass the three. No, he couldn't. He couldn't pass it. Well, that's a bit of a sloppy mistake. Steve will be looking to punish here. 5-2, starting off with them, I guess.
Years ago, when I played at Hamilton against a young guy by the name of Mick Hill, he always reckoned, work back to your black. Your last ball should be the one nearest to black, but it doesn't always work like that. His theory's good.
Correct. I'd say you leave the 4 till last, if you can.
Would you?
Leave a bit of angle, chip that in, and come play the black into the right middle. But we'll see how it unfolds. Daniel, this is Sam Hopkinson. Oh, look at that, it's lovely. He's chipped it out to open play. So my theory's gone.
I think it was 4 years ago, Manuera, I drew him in the Calcutta, Steve Denton, and I was talking to Jimmy Henry when he was auctioned off, and I think he went after the auction had finished. I didn't realise, and I said to Jimmy, "What does Steve Denton go for?" And he said $160. I could have bought him for half that, which was $80, and he ended up winning it. I think he beat Steve White in the Wild. In the final, and I think I'd have got about $3,000 for an investment of $60.
Yeah, I was there with him staying.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I watched all of it. Looks black here for Steve for 2-0. Here we go. Oh, just one mistake from Brent there, and it cost him the frame. He'll be a bit disappointed. Do we know what the other quarters are? I think it's Wayne Aitkins versus Jason Martin. Peter de Groot was waiting for the winner. I can't remember of another. Dean Garnett and Joe Easthope. And Phil Wilkinson's playing Paul Blackler. Sorry, Daniel Cole, there is no Chris here. This is Sam Hopkinson. I think Sam, I should know because I am Sam. I think Sam's a bit too young to be playing in this, Daniel, but thanks for your comment. Yeah, I was up on the, I was pumping the petrol this morning, but I finished my shift for the day. Right, we'll go back to the other view in a second. Back to the action. I didn't see who broke.
Bit unlucky there. Try to split them. Probably needed a bit more weight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as well, all the smalls are lovely.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to do something good here.
He didn't really have a choice there.
No.
There's no way he could get safety out of that.
Well, here's another good chance for Steve, starting with the 1. Guess he'll be looking to get rid of the 4 and the 2 early, assuming he can hold. No, he's chosen to come down here first.
Well, why would he go for the 4 and the 2 when he's got 4 down here, Chris?
Well, you'd leave the what you said before, leave them towards the black.
Oh.
Like
Why would you listen?
Like Mick said something.
Why would you listen to Mick Hill, a bunny like that?
I don't know him personally, so I can't comment.
I think when I played him, he was he'd won the world championship twice. I see he's won it 6 times now.
Has he?
What's that? I can't read it.
Oh. Hey Dad, how are ya? Right, back to the action. So my dad was just commenting in the chats, so just wanted to say a shout out to my dad. Ricky! Yeah, he's decided that 5 will be his last ball before the black.
He obviously will listen to Mick Hill. Probably comes from the same town.
Similar, probably. Just we run through on the 2 here. Just a touch. 4 in the middle, 5, and then black. Stop shot. It's good enough. Again, just run through a little bit here and it'll be pretty handy on the 5, I'd imagine.
That's fine.
Don't be so mean to me, Dad. That's awful. Yeah, it's a nice shot.
Ooh, bit hampered.
Yes.
Came back a little bit
I
far.
spoke too soon. Touch more would have been perfect. He is actually standing right next to me, Ricky, but he's too shy and he doesn't want to say anything. But he is enjoying your comments.
Wouldn't want to miss this with that 9 sitting right over the bucket.
No. Oh, there you go. 3-0. Oh, Brent's going to have to change something here.
We had the, I might have said it earlier, we had the Junior Nationals and the North Islands at our club, and during that Junior Nationals I was very impressed with some of the young players coming through, but like a lot of clubs, there's very few, you know, they might be good players, but the few and far between. Our club's probably got about 6 or 8 now, but probably 8 months ago we only had 1 or 2, the Bernards, and that was about it. But, and I spoke to a lot from other clubs, and they're just not getting the young ones coming through, which is quite a shame, really. Too many old buggers here like me.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same here at Cashmere. There's
Is it no young ones?
No, not many. No, there's a few, but
are they good players, the ones you got?
oh, they're handy.
Handy players.
Yeah.
I suppose you can't say they're useless, can you, really?
No, I wouldn't say that. No.
Even if they are.
I mean, it's no. I'm Sam Hopkinson. I would never say anything like that.
How many have you got, young ones? Round
I
about?
can think off the top of my head 3 or 4, but
Is that all?
yeah.
Yeah.
What about Richmond? Many juniors at Richmond?
Schrader?
No, he's not junior anymore. Come on.
Same.
Yeah, come on. We're not talking about
I
him.
think it's oh, I don't know. Who else is it?
I think it's pretty general all around the country. Hamilton seemed to have a few there, but
Bryson?
Who was that? Steve. Steve's missed the opener this time. It's a big chance for Brent here.
yeah, well, he's got to do something in a hurry, doesn't he? He doesn't want to go 4-0 down.
No. I'd say Bigs are the Bulls here for me, although they're both pretty good.
Much of a muchness, isn't it?
There's a couple of Wolves too.
Hi Zari Wood, we don't know what you're talking about with your comment. Ooh, he's decided to come back for the 13 later.
Do you use a shark wreck, Chris?
My name's Sam, remember, don't forget. Nah, actually I don't.
You don't like them?
No, I don't like them, no.
Yeah.
Although I dry break quite often, so.
Oh, I dry break every time, so it might be worth spending $25 and getting one. Might wait until I'm 80 though.
Yeah, I don't know, just they really annoy me at
Yeah.
after the break.
Yeah.
They annoy me because they.
That's the only problem with them, isn't it? I think the breaks are more consistent with a shark rack with them without them. They seem to be. But I can spread them all over the table and still not bloody get one.
Here's an important shot. Screwing back off the 15, avoid the middle, leave yourself a bit of angle on the 13 to then run back down for the black. Yep, not bad.
Oh, Wellesley.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Once again, they're all there for Steve-O.
Yeah. It could be a fatal mistake.
A million different ways you could go here. You could start with a 2 and 3, or you could go 6 to bring you onto the 2 or the 5. Here we go, it's opted with the 2. Maybe 2 for 3? Can't quite see the angle. Oh no. Plenty of time to come back onto that one.
Ooh.
Oh,
I thought he'd follow through there for the one.
yeah. I just want to take these two out now and then come back for the middle of the table. Here we go.
A little bit straight on it. Got to push it a bit.
Yeah, he doesn't shy away, so I'm sure he'll pump that into the corner. Try and come out. The one might be on to the far corner as well, so he may not have to come up with the 7. It's about as well as he could have done there. Good comment there, Michael Jordan. I was thinking the same thing. He's just said that clubs need to change their rules so the young kids can play pool weekly and practice, but most clubs don't allow under 13s to play.
Yeah, I can remember, how long ago? 15 years ago, we had a young player by the name of Des Wilcox in our club, and the only way he could play in some of these tournaments was, I think he became a country member of Tokoroa or somewhere like that. And we got it voted into our club that under 12-year-olds could play, I think it was, but I think we only got it in by about 2 votes. Steve won't be happy with that.
No, he's pumped it, adrenaline or something, but yeah, he's smoked that to the corner and he's overhit it by quite a fair bit. He's landed right for the double, but it's not a shot you really want to be taking on. It's pretty simple if he hadn't have landed there.
When I was teaching young ones, I copped a lot of flack by having these young ones in clubs and that.
There you go, there's the mistake.
Yeah, well, Wilsey, he's been a bit lucky, hasn't he, this frame? Steve was just too hard getting on that black.
What were you saying?
Well, the young ones, and I copped a lot of flack from the hierarchy in the New Plymouth Club years ago, taking young ones into the club, and even that Pool for Schools 4 years ago, I copped quite a bit. I had 24 young ones in there by myself for 11 weeks every Tuesday for 2 hours. I think it was 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock, and people would say to me, different members and that, they'd say, you know, what are you doing with young kids in a club and that? Not a good environment. Well, I think it's 1,000 times better that you don't see the drunks like you used to back in the 6 o'clock swill in those days. And the other thing is they're getting a little bit of exercise walking around the table. They're not getting any sitting in a dark room on a bloody computer or playing video games and that. I'd rather see them in a club personally.
Yeah. I think with the
But I got a hard time over the years. They said, why do you put up with these little shits like Des Wilcox and Adam Lilly and that? But I could see that's one thing that I did. I don't know what happened. I don't know that I taught them a lot, but one thing I saw was the potential in them. Des is a 10-year-old, Adam is a 12-year-old, even Ryan King, you know, I recognised talent in them as young ones, and I can remember playing Adam Lilly. We played for 8 1/4 hours and had 96 frames one day, and we were having about a 5 or 10 minute break on the air, and I don't think I ever played that many with Des Wilcox, but probably 60 or 70 in a day, and watching them, the difference between them playing the first 10 frames is watching the last 10 frames. Sometimes it was a hell of a difference. That improved so much just through practice, you know, playing frames. And I think anyone that puts these balls down on the table and plays lineups and things like that, I don't agree. I've never done one in my life. I wouldn't know how to do one, and I don't reckon that's the way to teach them. You teach them by playing pool, game after game after game.
Well, you must be pretty special to have seen talent in Adam, I'll give you that much.
Well, like I said, it didn't have a lot to do with me. It really didn't. It was just seeing the potential there to start with. Yeah. I can remember playing Des the first time I played him as a 10-year-old in the RSA club, and his mother was working in the kitchen, and I heard him, he ran right across the dance floor and he said, Mum, I'll just beat Kelvin, I'll beat Kelvin. Yeah, I'd gone and off the bloody black, hadn't I? But it wasn't long, and he certainly wasn't running over to his mother because he was beating me, more regularly.
Yeah. No, it's good to have him down here. Have you caught up with him since you've been down here?
Not dares, I have with Adam, and yeah.
Well, that's a good recovery shot. He's made hard work of this a little bit. I'm not sure if the black goes now to the corner. Two might be covering it. I can't quite tell.
Yeah, I think it's covering it, isn't it? Looks like it.
So he's going to have to pull off a shot here from 15 to black.
New Plymouth Club's got the Coast to Coast, our regular one, coming up early next month. We've already filled the field of 72 pairs, which is good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I remember coming down and playing it with coming up and playing it with Jojo.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, she carried you all the way, didn't she?
To the semi, yep.
Yeah.
Then
the semi of the what was it? The plate flight, was it?
No, we got beaten in the semi by the winners. Your two young fellas.
Well, I don't know how long ago it was. I think it was 6 or 7 years ago. I was partnered up with a 14-year-old by the name of Mario Hildred.
Oh, yep.
And first up, we had to play a guy that's playing at the moment, Brent Wells, who has to do a bit better than what he's doing at the moment. And who was his part? Oh, Ryan King. And that was after qualifying. They were the first ones, and we got them 4-1. Then we had to play Jonathan Parker and John O'Brown, and we got them 4-2. Then we had to play JT, John Tahuna, and some gun snooker player from Wanganui, who was Palmerston North, who was regularly getting breaks over 100 apparently. And we beat them, and then we got beaten 4-2 in the final by BJ and Tom DeFario. And yeah, I think what was I was only about 68 at the time. Mario was 14, so well, yeah. Someone said to me afterwards, if you'd have let Mario play his own shots, you would have won it. I said to them, if I'd have let Mario play his own shots, we probably wouldn't have qualified.
I think Steve will leave the 6 as his last ball here. He'll go 3, 7, 7 to 5, and he'll float the 5 down and come out for the 6, I believe. 6 to centre as his last shot. I think he can play the 5 as like a bit of a shot. Yeah, I might be wrong.
Got to be the 5 now, doesn't it?
Well, I thought he would have played for the 5, but he hasn't. He's definitely played for the 6.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, good. He'll be happy with that because he threw the last frame away. So
From a double. Instead of Brent.
yeah. Here we go, 4-1.
Yeah, I wonder how the others go.
Yeah, next match is the flight final.
Okay. Our next match is the flight final. Just FYI.
And that'll be a race to 7.
Best of
Best of 7, sorry.
Daniel, it's Sam Hopkinson here.
Sorry, no, yeah. Best of 7. Sorry.
Melbourne first. Richard Handy.
Yeah.
Well, I believe earlier that Brent was 4-1 down against Itty and came back and won.
He did. Itty stuffed it up by he nominated a number on a big one. I think it was a 30. I wasn't there, but I've heard from others since. he nominated something like the 13. No, he nominated a big one, but he didn't nominate the number. Or he hit the wrong ball anyway. He hit the 11 instead of the 13 or something, and it cost him the frame to go 4-2 up, and then Wellesley came back and beat him 5-4.
That's going to hurt.
Yeah.
So that's why he didn't want to talk about it.
I'm not allowed to say that, Singy, but you are.
Wellesley seems to, but this tournament, he seems to be a little bit in and out. I watched him in the pairs, and you know, all right, they got through all right, but he missed a few easy shots that I wasn't expecting him to miss.
I believe he plays quite a lot, as in tournaments. So
Oh yeah.
he should be tournament fit. I don't know. Sometimes he's just not up for it, or could be tired, or who knows. He's crunched it.
I presume that 3 on the 1 to plant.
Yeah, I was looking at smalls, but the 5 is not very nice.
Yeah, but that'll go behind the 9, won't it?
Yeah.
So
I think I'd go bigs.
would you? Yeah.
The only real problem with bigs is it's not really a huge problem, but the 13, but you can get on that later, or use the 14 to move it a bit. Does pass if you were to move the 9 as well, so.
Is that plant on, Chris?
Looks it, yeah.
Looks like that plant 3 on the 1, yeah.
The voice is on his way.
Does he?
Tell him there's no room.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Just wondering what he's going to do with the 13 though. He does pass later if he moves to the 9, but it'd be hard to get back where he is. Maybe he's looking at the plant, or maybe it goes. Maybe it's the plant he's looking at. There you go.
Oops.
No posse though. Sam T, I'm not sure if you're taking the piss, but Sai isn't old enough yet.
Will he run into 6, cutting this? Ideally, he wants to run into 6, doesn't he?
I think he's going to go past the 6, I think, but it's hard to tell. Yeah, just past it. Still there though, he's going to hit this one sweet.
Yeah, well,
But the 4 might be in the way, I can't quite tell.
don't think so.
No, you think he'll pass it on the right hand side?
It's all about getting the weight right, I think, more than anything.
Oh, that, yeah, it's a good shot.
Well done.
I might have put a bit of side on that, but told you, bigs all the way.
Yeah, well,
Stays alive. Length to break. Oh, Barry was doing some riffing. I didn't know that.
Barry's what?
Doing some riffing. I thought he had retired or some shit. Appleton.
He had a lot of bad luck with his back, didn't he? What a pool table dropped on his back or something.
I wouldn't have a clue. Not
Yeah, no, he was. I got a feeling he was on one end by himself, and there was two others on the other end, and one of them dropped it, and the guy that was lifting the other end tipped it right over on top of Barry. I don't know how long ago this was, but he was just telling me that the other day, and I knew he had a real bad back.
Dry break there from Brent, and Biggs are definitely the set here for Steve. See if he can finish it off. It's just the 15 really is the only problem ball, which he might be able to move now if he cuts the 11 in. No other results yet, Tony. No, all those quarters are still playing. I don't have any score updates either. You might be looking to come in behind the 15 here. Yeah, you did. Well, make sure you look after Holly then, son, you'll be alright. Well, it's all there. Just going to link them up. I think you might be looking at the 9 now. Guess there's different ways you can go. Stop shot on the 9 and leave the 11, or maybe roll through and come back for the 11 as your last ball. See what he prefers. Stop shot it was. So that means he's taking the 11 now. And then he has to work off one of these as his last ball before the black.
Is that the 13 or the 5?
That's the 5.
Oh.
Oh, he's underhit that by quite a bit.
Yeah, we can still cut that 14 or whatever it is, but I mean,
It's not ideal. He's made it hard.
next
for
shot will be even harder. I think I'll just smash it onto it. Hope the 14 went in past the 2.
He might be using the 2 as a bit of a holding ball. So the cue ball's going to run into the 2 there, and he's going to try and hold for the 12. No, he's overcut it anyway.
Well, we'll see. Could be your last opportunity.
Those two above the black are a bit of a mess. We'll see what he does.
Nothing really easy there, is there? No gimmies. Well, we should pot this alright, but what do you do with that, Chris? Suck back?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what he's doing. I can't really tell. I don't think the 6 passes, and he's looking at it now. I can't
That
really-
5's got to go past 12 or whatever it is here, to that right-hand
Yeah.
bottom corner, doesn't it?
That's what I was sort of looking for, a way to get a split on them, but I'm still looking. I mean, the negative shot could be to just roll the 6 into that corner eventually, but
Yeah.
Brent's a bit more aggressive than that. Well, just be interesting to see how he goes about this.
Well, he could move them with that too, couldn't he?
He could, yeah, I was looking at that. Yeah, I think he's just going to maybe try and wait a minute here and just roll the 6 pocket weight.
Yeah, I think he's going to do that, isn't he? Looks like he's playing the 6 onto the rail.
Oh, he's not got it.
Had it too thick.
Yeah, I think it just nudged the, just wicked the 5 on the way past.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, just slightly. Right, so same shot as before. He wants to cut this in and then run the white onto the 5. Here it is. Steve would be happy with that. Alright, thanks guys. We'll get some score updates when they come in. Thanks. Sam Hopkinson signing out.
How hard the job is, we suck it up and get it done. No matter how dirty our hands have to get, we suck it up and get it done. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up.
Suck it up and get it done with suckitup.co.nz.
Good afternoon all. Finished work, so quickly off to here to catch the back end of this Masters tournament. Get a wee warm-up game to commentate on before the big event, which will be the semi-final. And currently 2 semi-finals in the championship event still to be completed. Sorry, quarterfinals to make the semis. Thank you, Paul. I actually have a notepad on the other screen to tell me. So Steve Denton is playing, by the looks of it, the winner of Dean Garnett and Peter de Groot, and Wayne Aitken is playing the winner of Paul Blackler versus Phil Wilkinson. So it's good to see representation from all corners, really. I mean, you've got Hokitika represented with Wayne Aitken. There's quite a few Christchurch lads in there as well. You've got Phil Wilkinson from Tokoroa, Dean Garnett from the Taranaki area. Just watching two boys here from Christchurch duking it out in the flight final, and just wondering how Malcolm's managed to miss that ball, since he's usually nails at anything harder than that. But yeah, Rihari Kingi, what a staple name of the game that's been for quite some time. Got what looked like a dirty, nasty kick on that ball, but it just seems like he's been around forever. He's always played for, that I know, either for Richmond or for Woolston. He used to be a teammate of mine at Woolston Gold. In fact, both of these guys used to play with me at Woolston Gold. Malcolm, for a short period of time, played with me at Woolston Gold, and he actually played for Woolston before I started playing for them as well. Before that, I believe he played for Hoon Hay. I'm just trying to think of the clubs that he represented. Obviously he's playing for, well, it says Hornby there, but he's actually playing for Richmond, but I believe his partner's from Hornby. But he's been around a few clubs. Always entertaining to watch, though. A very unique style of play. I mean, everybody's got a unique style of play, but Malcolm's just got that bit of bombast about him, which makes for good viewing when he's on. Rihari Kingi in his prime also had a bit of bombast about him, not quite as overstated, but certainly knew how to run a rack, I can tell you that much, and obviously to an extent still can now. Thank you, Angie. Sorry, Kirk. I meant to say Manawatu. I got the Manawatu and Taranaki mixed up. Yeah, no, he's green. Yeah, he's green and black, not gold and black. But yeah, I'll be here until the close of play today, and then I'm jetting off to Timaru, quick smart to play in the Asahi Open singles, which start tomorrow. Just looking at what Malcolm's got here. This looks reasonably simple. If he gets a nice shot on the 2 here, there's a good gap in behind the 12. He just has to get a good lie on the 3 here. In fact, just looking at where he's played to, it looks like he'll be playing the 3 and not the 2 for that gap behind the 12. So touch unusual because normally you would think if you get straight on the 3 and then take the 2 down the rail, that would be the easier way to do it. But then again, I'm sat here as he makes the shot. Maybe that's why he actually played it. I was just looking at the cue ball there. He didn't get on the 5, but maybe there was a chance at playing the 5 next ball, because there was always the possibility that the 12 would still be in the way of the 5. So if you get onto the 5 on this shot, it doesn't matter. But instead he's had to go searching, and he's found absolutely nothing there, except for perhaps a fortuitous snooker. I'm just reminded myself that I can switch views as well. Thank you very much for the Stream Deck, Paul.
So much easier, eh?
Oh yes, so much easier when I've got all the commands at my fingertips.
I'm working on potentially putting replay buttons on there too. That's my next goal.
So Paul was just telling me he's looking at putting replay buttons on the Stream Deck, which will help in a lot of ways, because people often ask for replays for certain shots, and at the moment we can't do that, but we will be able to soon, hopefully, so watch the space. And Malcolm tried to jam the 6 in behind the 12, but was unsuccessful. And yeah, Kirk, I actually did. Yeah, I mean, I finished work a bit earlier today and then had a shower and came over here. Any other quarter results? Well, 2 have been completed. Wayne Aitken was the winner in one of the games. I'm not entirely sure whom he played. I think Paul's still got it somewhere.
Wayne Aitken played Jason Martin.
Oh, Wayne Aitken beat Jason Martin in one of the quarters, and Steve Denton beat Brent Wells. Oh, look at this! Ooh, Wild Yahoo nearly finds a home. But yeah, the other quarter was Steve Denton over Brent Wells. So Steve Denton's waiting for the winner of Dean Garnett and Peter de Groot. Looked like it held its line there. I should have switched angles. That would have been perfect. Instead of kind of rolling in towards the pocket, as sometimes they do, it looked like it held its line. And it was lovely to meet you too, Victoria. It was good to actually put a face to the name, even though I already knew what you looked like beforehand, but you know what I mean. It was good to talk to you about Paul as well. I must say your enthusiasm for talking about Paul, or actually while I'm here, just talking in general, was second to none. Barton McGill, yeah, definitely. Even when he was playing for Woolston, when I was in that team, he certainly had his moments, and he had quite a few of them. Past the 15 is okay for Malcolm. He just had this languid ease about him too when he was playing. It's kind of halfway between pockets, but should be fine either way he goes. Looks like the middle from here. Indeed. And he's okay with his cue ball, so he stays alive in the flight final. 3 frames to 2 now, Rihari Kingi leads. But yeah, that languid ease I was talking about was... It didn't seem like he was doing much at all, and he made things happen. But sometimes you watch some players and it looks like they're having to try to make it happen. or they're having to force it. But with Richie, it never looked like he was forcing anything. It just came naturally to him. And as I say, to a certain extent, even now, that's true. I mean, he still looks like fit as a buck rat for 75. I mean, let's all be honest. If we all get to the age of 75 and we look like him, then we'd be pretty happy with that. We'd take that. All 365 days of the year, plus the extra one for the leap year. Nothing doing off the break though for Mr. Fit as a Fiddle, 3/4 of a way to a century. There's a man who's a wee bit before him in terms of age, steps to the table. I mean, the overs look so good from here, but the unders are all quite close to him, so I'm not surprised at all that he has gone for the unders, because if you can get a nice easy couple of balls to get you away, then you can actually make the set your own. I mean, there aren't really that many difficult unders on this table anyway. The 5 may very well pass the 10, so it's just a case of your end game with the 6 and the 5. Needs that to get up, and it's just plugged in the dirt there. Needed that to get out of bulk to have a better chance on the 3. You're damn right, Barton McGill. That's a great cut though. Now to see if the 5 passes the 15 in the middle. I don't know that it does though. I mean, that, to be honest, I don't know why I switched angles. That tells you probably less. But it looks like it does though. Oh no, he's gone for the corner and wasn't too far away. I kind of did you guys a disservice there by switching angles, because you would have actually been able to see that shot. I couldn't from where I was. Nothing wrong with that. He's still on the 10 there. Hey Sheridan. Good to have you watching. Quite a few years until you'll be able to play with these guys.
So there you go, Phil Wilkinson taking the card up.
So Phil Wilkinson, I've reliably been informed, has beaten Paul Blackler in the one of the quarterfinals. So it will be Phil Wilkinson versus Wayne Aitken in the semi-final. So not entirely sure which of those two games will be streamed. So Steve Denton's already played a game on the streaming table, so I'll bet you it'll be Phil and Wayne will be playing. Just had Kelvin Dunlop slide in the seat next to me.
Yeah, how you, John? All right? Keeping well?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
I just watched a very interesting game there with Phil's game, the last one. He was 4-2 up, put the black over the corner pocket, and his opponent had 6 balls on the table, and nothing was easy, and he went for a shot to the far right corner. It missed by a mile.
Ooh, Malcolm.
It missed by a mile, came back to the centre of the table, the white kissed it and it went in. And Phil was laughing. I don't know whether it was that funny, but and then he potted another couple of balls and then missed quite an easy plant. So Phil was a bit lucky, yeah.
Well, I mean, 4-2 up, you don't really consider it lucky, but I mean, he's more good than anything. Obviously, Paul was more than a bit lucky. Oh, that's a fantastic play. Richie, you need to get over and show Paul how it's done. That's how you play plants. Well, you're not... It's not a bad bet, Barton McGill. Especially if he's playing well and obviously still in the tournament. Oh, get in! There's quite a few people watching this game. I can hear the groans when that didn't drop.
How many watching on screen? 110.
110.
Oh.
How do you find this tournament, Calvin?
It's only the second time I've played it, John. I played last year for the first time ever. And yeah, I've met I thought I knew all the top players in New Zealand until I came to this tournament last year, and there's a lot that I'd never seen before. And of course, in the South Island, there's a lot I've never met before either. So yeah, it's an interesting tournament. Like I said earlier, John, before you arrived, there was 8 of us came down from New Plymouth, which are probably one of the strongest contingent from the North Island, and there was only 1 out of the 8 qualified. And it certainly wasn't me.
Bugger. Sometimes that just does happen. Brent, no, he's been put out in the quarterfinals. Sheridan. Steve Denton got him. He got beat off Steve Denton. I'm pretty sure that's not what you meant to write, Julie.
The only time I haven't mind not qualifying was last year in the North Islands, and Frank Edwards, he was my top seed, I was second seed, and I had to knock him over to qualify, and he beat me 3-2. And I went on and I won the trophy event for the North Island, got $600 out of it. I thought that was quite good, and I thanked him later on for beating me. Because I probably got knocked out next round anyway.
Oh, you never know though, do you?
No, you don't know in this game.
You don't exactly play this to play in the trophy event, do you?
No, I think I've only been... A lot of the players have been playing it for yonks, but I think I've been playing it for something like 15 years, and I think there's only 3 that I haven't qualified in North Islands or Nationals, so I haven't done too bad, I suppose.
It's interesting to see Malcolm missing so many balls here. He's usually nails on long pots, especially with his snooker background. You'd expect him to nail them 9 or 9.5 times out of 10, but he's missing a few that would definitely consider him to pot. That was to establish a set too, so that's why Richie's gone for the same set of balls here. Another plant, so obviously knows if it's working, don't fix it. 12, well, I was about to say I'm not sure whether the 12 was on, but quite clearly it was. You can see him playing with a bit more freedom now. He was 3-1 up. Probably should have won the game earlier on. In fact, I know he should have won the game earlier on, but rediscovering a bit of that freedom that no doubt he would have been playing with before.
I think he's got to take the 13, and if he misses cover that hole, he wouldn't. Mind you, there could be an off on that shot, so he's obviously going to change it.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, hello. Oh, great shot choice. He's slightly stiff where he's ended up with the cue ball, but this may still be cuttable. Oh, look at this. Yes, indeed. Get out of it, 4. He's racing around the table. He's 25 again. I think this is on, you know. Oh, he squeezes it in. You'll never see a happier man in the room.
It doesn't matter how hard the job is, we suck it up and get it done. No matter how dirty our hands have to get, we suck it up and get it done. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up.
Suck it up and get it done with suckitup.co.nz.
Okay, folks, we're going to restart the stream. We shall be back when the semi-finals start, so don't go anywhere. Stay close to your devices, and we will see